Hello and welcome back to Shakesyear. We are working on Titus Andronicus and we get to hear from Aaron again today in Act 5, Scene 1. There's going to be some gory stuff here because we're at the point in the play where Aaron needs something, so he has to give something in order to get what he needs. And what he needs is for his child to be raised among the Goths. And when he was first brought to the Goths earlier in this scene, they, discovered him and his child. So they brought him in front of Lucius, who is now sort of leading the Goth army as they get ready to come back and ransack Rome. He was like, please don't kill my child. And Lucius was like, yeah, no, you're both going to be hanged. We'll hang the kid first because that's going to be more painful for you. And Aaron sort of scrambled to save his kid's life by getting Lucius to swear that he would spare the child as long as Aaron provided information, gave information. So Aaron has already let us know that he was the one that lured Marcius and Quintus to where Basanius was already dead, lured them into the pit, so he framed them, that he facilitated Chiron and Demetrius raping and mutilating Lavinia, and that he tricked Titus out of his hand and laughed heartily when Titus was saddened to find out that he got not only his hand back, but also the heads of his two sons. And Lucius and the Goths are like, you're disgusting, and you don't feel any remorse for anything that you've done. You don't feel bad about any of that. And Aaron says, that I had not done 1,000 more. Even now I curse the day, and yet I think few come within few compass of my curse, wherein I did not some notorious ill, as kill a man, or else devise his death, ravish a maid, or plot the way to do it, accuse some innocent, and forswear myself, set deadly enmity between two friends, make poor men's cattle break their necks, set fire on barns and haystacks in the night, and bid the owners quench them with the tears. Oft have I digged up dead men from their graves and set them upright at their dear friend's door, even when their sorrows almost was forgot, and on their skins, as on the bark of trees, have with my knife carved in Roman letters, let not your sorrow die, though I am dead. I have done 1,000 dreadful things as willingly as one would kill a fly, and nothing grieves me heartily indeed, but that I cannot do 10,000 more. So Aaron is confessing to being a horrible person. He can hardly think of a day when he didn't do something awful to someone, and not just like cut to the front of the line at Starbucks or anything like that. He's saying there's hardly been a day when he hasn't plotted a murder or raped a woman or facilitated one of those things happening or set two friends against each other or killed somebody's livestock or burned their barn down. He says that he used to make a habit out of digging up dead bodies, putting them outside their friend's house and carving into the dead body's skin, don't be sad even though I'm dead, just to mess with them, that sort of a thing. So Aaron he's confessing here to being a really terrible person. And Lucius and the Goths realize this, and Lucius is like, you know what? Take him down from the gallows. Like, hanging is too good for him. We need to find some other crueler way for him to die. But before he's able to do that, a messenger comes in and says, or one of the Goths comes in and says, there's a messenger here to see you. And that messenger comes in and says, the emperor would like to have a parley at Titus's house, and you should be there. And Lucius is like, okay, let's get that together and go over to my dad's house. So, and that's the end of Act 5, Scene 1. So we've got this parley coming up where, remember, Tamara wants to do in Titus and his family, and she's got a plot of what's going to happen there. And Titus, even though he may be a little bit crazy, is still trying to undo the emperor and Tamara for what they did and what her sons did to Lavinia and the rest of his family. And now we've got Aaron taken captive, but his son is going to live, but he needs to be punished, but we don't know how yet. So there's still, I mean, that was the end of Act 5, Scene 1. We still have a lot that needs to be concluded before we're done with this play. So make sure you come on back and find out how this whole great big gross thing ends. I'll see you tomorrow for more. Mwah.